Right. This honestly just gonna be real quick because I have school in like 6:47. Leave the house at 8:10. I get ready to 7, whatever. You get it. I'm gonna be leaving the house to go to school real quick, so this will be quick, fast. This will be what if Deku and Iida, you don't really get this very often, was framed. So yeah, you get it. Like people break in. They look and sound like Deku and Iida. They steal something. You get it. It's the normal plot of basically everything like this. Okay, they get blamed. All Might takes his quirk back from Deku. You get it. Okay, and they're banished. Now everything was the complete same. Like I forgot to mention this, but everything is the complete same. Okay. And this was after the Stain attack, right? This was after the Stain attack. However, Stain lived. He did. He actually did live. And all he is now is just in prison. And, when Deku and Iida was going to prison, all their classmates, and I mean, no, mind, everyone, and I mean everyone. That includes Aizawa, because normal people don't make sure like he doesn't believe they're villains. Not even him. Everyone thinks they're villains, right? So, yeah. So they go to prison. Everyone, they look at them with disgust, and they're both crying. And they go to prison. Now they get a cell next to each other, right? But like the cell like next to Deku is Stain's cell, and the cell next to Iida is All For One's cell. And in this, I am gonna say that Deku is All For One's son. So yeah, I'm sure you can already guess where I'm going with this. So it's cold. It's cold in New Zealand. Trying to get blankets. Okay, so yeah, so everyone mocks them like, hey, look, the little traitors. I guess the cover's been found out, huh? As I try to say, no, we're never traitors. We're not traitors. But no one's believing them except for Stain and All For One. All For One because, well, he knows that someone wouldn't do that. He was raised by Inko. And Stain because, well, he fought him. And Stain knows who the true heroes are, so he believes wholeheartedly that Deku is innocent. And he also believes if Deku thinks someone else is innocent, they must be. So he also believes Iida is innocent. And, All For One and Stain feel real bad for them. So lunchtime comes, right? And like there's still remnants of One For All in Deku. So like the past users are still in Deku, and they just feel so terrible because they know that Deku didn't do it because they were in his body. They would know, and he didn't do it. So yeah, so they feel terrible. And the thing here is yeah. So I'm gonna make All For One, like the quirk All For One, like One For All, and like the past users can talk to the current user, like all that. Like I'm gonna make it like that. But since All For One was the bearer of it, there was no one else before him. Only he can talk to Deku. If he dies, that is. Which eventually he will, of course. But still. So on lunchtime, Stain walks up to them, and Stain says to them, "Look, I can train you because I know both of you are innocent. So I can train you to be bitter, and defend yourselves. As they first reject it because like, no, you're a villain. I don't want to be trained by you. Sorry. Sorry. Anything could happen. Stain said, "Alright, then you're lost. You'll be eaten alive here." As Stain walks away, and as Deku and Iida look around, they see that everyone's looking at them. As this one dude and his goons. This one dude says he's kind of like a shark, really. That's what I'm gonna say. Like he has a shark quirk, he looks like one, but he can stand up and live, all that. And his second in command, which is like a gorilla, why not? They get up, and put simply, they beat down on them. They beat them up. So yeah. In the prison's hospital, they just recover. Why not? As during it, Iida and Deku discuss maybe we should trust Stain because, well, that was terrible. As Iida agrees. When they get out of the hospital, they say Stain that they'll be trained by him, sure. As he finally says, "Okay, good. Alright. Meet me in the gym." As they go to the gym, Stain tells them to work out their body. As Iida says, "Well, my legs, I only need that." As Stain says, "No, work out your arms as well." Okay. As Iida says, "Okay, sure." So yeah, this time skip. 5 months. 5 months they've been, they've been working on their bodies. So arms, legs, everything. And they're bigger. They are bigger. They're not like, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger bigger. Nah, they're way smaller than that. But they're way bigger than the Ken themselves. And hell, even Deku is taller. So Iida is the tallest in the classroom. He'll be, I forgot what Ken Iida, his height is. And honestly, Iida will still be kind of taller than Deku, but not by much. Because Deku will be 6'2". Why not? Deku will be 6'2", and Iida will be 6'3". Okay. So after that, they also do another 5 months in training with blades and everything. Blades, how to move, everything. Stain, everything Stain can do. During this, they both also train with his bloodlust. Putting all your bloodlust into an outward and just pushing it out to make everyone fearful of you. That kind of thing. What he did in the original, to make everyone scared. And so they learned that, but they have a lot of hatred, which still works, but bloodlust is better for it, so it doesn't really work as much. It still works a lot because they have a lot of hatred, but still. They learned it. Of course, Deku would be better than Iida, because during his life he's always bottled up his feelings and all that, all the pain, and that's just really coming back to haunt him. So yeah, he has way more emotion than that, which will make him better than Iida at it. So yeah. I said they carry on and been trained like this for another year. So it's been a year and 10 months. So
Mm. Yeah. And now, Stain says, alright, you've trained everything, and I can't train you anymore. Which, of course, is a lie. He still technically can if he wants. But he thinks they're ready, As, they go back to their cell, because, it's time to go back. As All For One says to Deku, come here. As there, he reveals the truth. Izuku Midoriya, I am your father. As this shocks him. No way. It's true. I am your father. And, well, I heard All Might took his quirk back. So I'm willing to give you mine, if you're willing to earn it. As Deku, spend the time with Stain, he's changed a lot, so he agrees. Okay. Because he knows what it is, and he knows how powerful it is. Okay, good. Just put your hand on my face, and I'll transfer my quirk to you. As he does that, prison guards try to run to him, trying to get him out, but it's too late. Deku touches his All For One's face as a huge blast out. This destroys the prison, blowing holes in every wall, just enough so the prison won't fall down, but really big holes, so every villain can get out. With this, Deku then passes out. He's sweating a lot and he's in a lot of pain. Iida picks him up and runs off, escaping the prison with every other prisoner. Stain follows them. Oh wait, should he? No. He doesn't follow them, but he does tell Iida that they will meet again as he runs off. Iida then runs, I don't know, to another place. Just say a cave. Like a cave reasonably far from the prison. Okay? Now, Iida, had some disguises. He did. Because I say, there are some people that do, go past that cave sometimes when they hike. So, Iida knocked them out and stole their clothes, It's not really into that much killing just yet. But yeah. So, yeah. So Iida did have clothes for him and Midoriya. So he did kind of wear the clothes, and it's good enough for him to hide what he looks like. So he can get food and all that. And yeah, I say Deku is out for, I say, I say 2 months. He's out cold for 2 months as he awake. He wakes to Iida. Iida fills him up on what everything happened and all that. And, well, because I'm going to say, as, because, Deku can still, feel, One For All's presence, so, yeah, so he can kind of still feel, the previous user's still in him, so he tries to talk to them. But when he gets into his mindscape, that's when he sees them scared, scared and fearful, but trying to look brave, looking at something behind Deku. He turns to see All For One. And he's wondering, how? I thought people who died will be here, and all that. As All For One then said, listen, though the quirk All For One is a bit different. You don't need to be dead to enter the current user's head, really. We can't do anything to damage you, so yeah. But we can be here when you visit. We get to this place. Even if we're dead or alive, doesn't matter. We can come in and out. Just that if we're dead, we have to stay here. I'm here to help you and give you tips on your new quirk. As Deku says, okay. But then he feels like the past users of One for All disappear. So he turns around and, well, he knows what's happening, so he says goodbye. And he asks where they're going now. They say, we go to whoever has One for All, which at this moment is Toshinori, or All Might. As Deku gets a little bit more angry. He says, okay. As, Nana says, don't worry. We'll teach All Might a lesson. As they fade away. This, brings a smile to Deku's face, as All For One said, well, that's really nice. Oh well, it's stuck with me now. Sucks to be you. Right, so, because, Deku, can get out and get in his mindscape normally like he normally can. Because he does have power in it. Of course, he is a bit more knowledgeable how to do it. So what happens here is he trains his quirk with All For One in his mindscape for a year, and he has a pretty good idea of it. But the thing here is that every passing month, Deku's hair gets more whiter. Yeah, Anita can see this and wondering what happened. It's happening. But then he thinks back on what happened to the prison and thinks All For One must have did this. As Deku confirms the story. Yes, that's true. All For One is doing this to my hair. But it's nothing damaging, he'll be fine. As Ida is a bit happy. Good. I don't want you to get hurt. As, Deku feels the same. I don't want you to get hurt. Now, see, Deku does have some favorites in the All For One quirk, which is basically like red lightning and a regeneration. And things with this regeneration, yeah, he could put on himself, so he can regenerate like anything. But he can also put on others, so he can heal others as well. Regenerate wherever they have lost and all that. Yeah, so that happens. And okay, yeah, so they don their disguises and they leave. They, they get a normal job, but they still try to hide their faces. If I recall correctly. Wait, so yeah, I said, like 2 months, right? 2 months with 10, that's 12. Yeah, so that's a year. Yeah, that's a year. 12 months is a year. So it's been 2 years. That'll be 18. That's not good. Let's dial it back. Let's say it hasn't been 2 years. Okay, let's go back just a little bit more. And, say that it's only been 1 year. Yeah, it's only been 1 year, and everyone in class 1A was actually 13. Okay. Yes, I'm awake. What's up? Thank you.
How come you're not eating much lately, Gavin?
I don't know, I'm just not hungry all that much.
Aren't you? I've been worried about your appetite. Oh, well. Perfect cup of tea.
Hopefully. Anyway, yeah, so let's say they started high school at 13, and it's been 1 year with everything that happened. Okay, so everything's back to where it is. Deku learns of All For One, everything happens. And now everyone's 14. Okay, so that helps. That was a lot. So they don't get a job because they've heard that vigilante work actually does pay. Because it does pay, it does. When you steal the wallet off of a criminal, which they do. They don't kill the criminals, but they do hurt them a lot. So they do vigilante work for like I don't know, 5 months. 5 months, and they keep stealing from criminals, and they honestly hit the jackpot with one. And because I say like that criminal had like a lot of money on him already, and not only that, he already had like a fortune waiting for him at like a mansion. So they think, what, let's take it. So what happens here is they make the only they kill him. Okay, they kill him, hide his body, and take the note and go to that mansion. As promised, there was a mansion there, and they had been a lot of money as well. They live there, and they sort out their outfits. So now their outfit, so Ida looks like this basically, right? You get it. Scratch the villain, or maybe not. I don't know. They're a villain or vigilante, doesn't matter. So he looks like that, and Deku, he looks like this. Yeah. So during the time, his eyes did go red, because he's not a hero, so obviously his eyes go red, according to everything I watch, but whatever. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, his eyes do go red. Yeah. Of course, you already know his hair went white. Okay, you get it. Now, of course, I'm just gonna go with this one. Ida's eyes also did go red. It's just less noticeable. So yeah, they do act. It's great. Yeah, they're vigilantes. So yeah, they did like actually kind of like letting their anger out on killing the villains, like the inner hatred, like doing that. So they think, is it so bad if we do it just one more time, just one more time? And that one more time turns into more times, and even more and more, and you get it. They turn to murdering vigilantes. They only kill villains, but the thing here is, no, they only kill villains or the people who have wronged them. Doesn't matter how much of a hero you are, if you wrong them, and they actually do take a criminal offense to it, they will try to kill you. Yeah. So yeah. But it's now 7 a.m. and 7:11 a.m. and all that good stuff. So that's when I'm gonna be leaving it. So goodbye, I guess.